A Medicare Advantage or Medicare Supplement plan? How do I even compare the cost when everyone has a different opinion? Many brokers say never buy a Medicare Advantage plan. Others say they are the most cost-effective and give you the free perks like dental, vision, and gym memberships. Even the viewers are debating back and forth. Everyone I know with Medicare Advantage loves it. I will never enroll to Medicare Advantage. I have to pick whatever I can afford. Well, what is the best plan for me, and how do I do a true cost comparison?
This is just way too much information. Cian, what you started?
Well, if you just agree with me from our last Medicare Advantage video, then there wouldn't be so much confusion.
Well, happy wife, happy life. In our first video, we focused on the bias and exaggerations between a Medicare Advantage plan and a Medicare Supplement plan.
And we had an overwhelming response asking us to include other details for this debate. So here we go again.
One of the most debated topics with our viewers was cost and denial of services. So today we'll be putting a cost side by side and see really which plan is better while you're healthy versus when you're sick.
And at the end of the video, we will also wrap up with the total cost for each side. After we're done with this cost comparison, we will share with you 3 crucial things that will trump all costs.
To preview, we'll consider 4 major points. 1, monthly premium. 2, benefits like deductibles, copays, and MOOP. 3, the drug premium, otherwise known as Part D. And one of the most debated costs, auxiliary benefits like dental, vision, hearing, gym memberships, and so forth. Now, similar to our other Medicare Advantage plan video, we will push this buzzer each time we hear the other person exaggerate like she did in our last video. All the sales pitches and biases that you'll hear out there.
Yeah, I sure did enjoy pushing that buzzer each time you exaggerated on the last video. Okay, well, let's start from the top. Premium or what you pay per month. I'll let you start.
Great, thank you. This is why people buy a Medicare Advantage plan, like my mom. Medicare Advantage plans are typically $0 to $75 per month. Of course, there are plans higher than this, but most people enroll in the lower premium plans, especially the 0 premium plans. In case any of you are wondering how it can be no premium, please watch our other videos where we will discuss this. Now, why would anyone buy a Medigap at $100 to $200 per month like your mom, when you can buy a 0 premium, maybe to $75 premium plan? Plus, they offer other benefits like dental, vision, gym membership, transportation, over-the-counters, and they're all for free.
Yes, many sales agents jump all over the place and try to distract you regarding all those so-called free perks, just like what he did. Yes, Advantage plans are typically around $0 to $75 per month, but notice that he was trying to distract you with all the so-called free perks. Plus, he exaggerated when he said Medigaps are around $100 to $200.
But, excuse me?
That's fun, sorry.
But isn't this what most people buy? I mean, what's wrong with using that as a comparison?
Well, you weren't being transparent. Here's where you exaggerated. See, while Plan F and Plan G plans are typically around $100 to $200 depending on age and zip code, these salespeople and advertisements fail to mention plans that are around $50 to $75 per month, like the high deductible Plan F or Plan G. There's even a Plan K or L that is around the same premium. So our viewers can buy those plans and not pay a higher premium Plan G or Plan F.
Okay, fine. So our viewers can opt for one of those lower premium Medigap plans. So are you done with your point?
Yeah, I made my point.
Exaggerated. I even gave you a chance to see if you're done. See, where she was not being transparent was telling you viewers the rules are changing. Now, for you viewers, please note, you buy a Medigap plan K or L or the high deductible F or G, you might not be able to increase your Medigap plan to a regular F or G. Even if your state has a birthday rule, you can usually only switch to a plan equal in benefits like a G to another G, or downgrade to a plan K or L, or the high deductible F or G. But of course, there might be other rules depending on your state.
Okay, you got me.
Of course.
So, even though you can buy a lower premium Medigap, please make sure the sales agent always tells you the consequences of any decision. Let's now talk about benefits under Medicare Parts A and B, like deductibles, copays, and maximum out-of-pocket costs. Medigap plans typically have no copays, 100% coverage other than the Part B deductible, while Advantage plans will nickel and dime you to death if you haven't already died due to waiting for prior authorization.
You are on a roll, honey. Exaggerate again. Now, did you notice that she did not even mention Plan K that covers only 50% and Plan L that covers 75% only? Well, what about Plan N? There's also a $20 copay for some doctor visits and $50 for some emergencies. Of course, waived if you're admitted. Now, when comparing how Medicaps have very little out-of-pocket cost and why they're better than Advantage plans, many sales brokers, like you, failed to mention that Plan L has a maximum out-of-pocket exposure of $3,470 and $6,940 for Plan K. They don't even mention Plans K or L and only refer to the most expensive Medigap plans like F and G when comparing against Advantage plans, just like you did.
Wait, you can't hit that twice.
Why not?
Okay, I got one. Here's a statement for Medigap plans that are not exaggerated. If you have a Plan F or Plan G, you will be better off in case you get sick since you will have no copays. And worst case, if you have a Plan G, you will have only a $226 yearly deductible for any services covered by Original Medicare. And that's all you pay for the whole year. Whereas Advantage plans, like your mom, might have many copays, although there are some plans that do not have a lot of copays, so check the details for each plan. But there are no Advantage plans with $0 copay for every service under Parts A and B, like my mom's Medigap plan, except for some employer and Medicaid plans. Plus, there are no Advantage plans with a $0 copay guaranteed for life, whereas Medigap plans in all states are standardized for life and guaranteed renewable, except for Minnesota, Massachusetts, and Wisconsin. Please see the link below. Your mom's Medicare Advantage benefits can change every year.
Goodness, that was a mouthful.
Yeah.
I was gonna buzz you. You did a good job.
Thank you.
I think our viewers that prefer Medigap are smiling at you right now. And I was listening to you. You were pretty spot on.
I was. One commenter, StarPartyGuy, I hope you're watching, asked us to add this point to our video. So let's discuss StarPartyGuy's comment.
He wrote, I recommend you to do a follow-up session with a hypothetical $10,000 angioplasty with a stent put into a coronary artery. Follow that with 1 year of blood thinner like Plavix. Let's see what your best Advantage plan has for out-of-pocket expenses versus Plan G, N, and any of the high deductible plans. I also like to see the best estimates for chemotherapy cost. Insurance is there for the big bills. Dental, vision, etc. pale in comparison with outpatient procedures.
That's a great question. Thank you, StarPartyGuy. We encourage you viewers to leave questions or comments below for us to answer in future videos.
Okay, StarPartyGuy, we can give you detailed general answers, but not exact copays for every procedure since each area and each plan can vary. But here we go. Most Medicare Advantage plans have copays. Some have a lot, while others have very little to no copays. It could depend on the plan and the plan type and the area in which you live. Many brokers and advertisements use high out-of-pocket and high copays to sell hard against Medicare Advantage plans. Now, you see, Medicare Advantage plans, maximum out-of-pocket or MOOP, is really nothing to be scared of. It's the high copays and the high coinsurance that you need to be careful of. The maximum out-of-pocket or MOOP is there to protect you from any bills or endless amount of bills. Like if you only have Original Medicare, which Medicare by itself has no MOOP. Well, first let's understand why the MOOP is not so scary. And in order to understand that, you have to understand the differences between deductibles, copays, and MOOP. So the deductible is where the insurance company pays nothing. You have the entire responsibility to pay the whole bill. A copay is just a set dollar you pay, and a coinsurance is a set percentage you pay. All of this counts towards the MOOP. So if you have no deductible, which most Medicare Advantage HMO and some PPO Advantage plans, they don't have a deductible, and they also have reasonable copays. If that is the case, it'll take you forever to even get to your MOOP, and you might never hit your MOOP for the entire year. Even if you get sick, or StarPartyGuy, even if you have an expensive outpatient procedure. Here's an example. If you have a $5,000 surgery and the copay is $200, you don't pay the maximum out of pocket, even if it was $7,000, $8,000. You just pay the $200. That's it, simple. See, the confusion between deductibles and maximum out of pocket is where all the bias and sales pitches originate. So again, friends, do not get that deductible confused with MOOP.
Now, StarPartyGuy, you also asked us to include a comparison of other plans.
Here's another reason why we don't use the MOOP to scare people away from Medicare Advantage plans. We don't like the scare tactics as Medigap's plan K and L, sorry, something in my throat, also have a significant MOOP. Remember, plans K have a MOOP of almost $7,000 and plan L's MOOP of almost $3,500, which are similar to the Advantage plans. Some Medicare Advantage plans have a maximum out-of-pocket of only $899. Yes, less than $900. We just enrolled someone into that plan last week. Now, just to be clear to some of you viewers that commented on the last video, Medicare does set a maximum that the insurance company is allowed to set for their MOOP. Next year is going from $7,550 to $8,300. For Medicare PPO Advantage plans, the current 2022 MOOP is $11,300. But that's just a blueprint, if you will. Most plans have a much lower MOOP than that.
Nice. I'll refrain from pushing this button.
You should. I didn't say anything wrong. Anyway, friends, MOOP is nothing to be scared of unless you have a huge deductible and huge coinsurance. It's cheaper than your plan F or G.
True, many people cannot afford a regular plan F or G, and that is why high deductible G might be a better consideration if the regular plan F or G is too expensive. However, a word of caution, on those plans you pay everything that Medicare didn't finish paying until you reach the deductible of $2,700. And only after you hit that deductible, the plan then pays 100% like a regular plan F or G. Wait, get your hand off the buzzer, I'm not done yet. Remember what I said earlier. Even if your state has a birthday rule, you can usually only switch to a plan that is equal in benefits, like a plan G to another plan G, or downgrade to a plan K or L. However, some states don't have the birthday rule and don't allow you to downgrade or upgrade. So please look into your state's own rules, as it can be very different depending on where you live.
I have to admit, you did a great job. Just don't push my hand off the buzzer next time. Now, let's focus on yearly cost savings of buying an Advantage plan versus a Medigap plan. Notice this point is hard to argue and not exaggerated. Now, for you viewers that are pro Medigap, we are not discussing denial of services or the freedom to choose, which we will touch on later, we promise. We're simply comparing costs. For example, your mom's Medigap plan G pays 100% after the Part B deductible. But my mom, for the last 17 years, has paid nothing per month.
Yeah, get to your point.
Okay, well, let's take the average plan G for someone around 65 to 67 years old. And let's say it's $150 per month as the average with most states. If we multiply that by 17 years, that's a total of over $30,000, and I'm playing nice.
How so?
I didn't even include the rate increases. The average Medigap plan that is attained age will increase by 10% to 20% per year. Now, if you have community rating or issue age rating type of plan, then it might be closer to about 5 to 10% per year. But regardless, Medigap plans typically will raise the rates every year compared to a Medicare Advantage plan. So just because Medicare Advantage plans have a MOOP doesn't make it a horrible choice that one will regret later in life. First, all the years you saved can pay for many years of the maximum out-of-pocket cost. Many that buy a Medicare Advantage plan are typically healthy. Even if they do get sick, most plans have reasonable copays where they never even reach the MOOP. And even if you do have treatments such as surgery or inpatient hospital stays, you are most likely not going to be that sick year after year.
You must be happy that those that favor the Medicare Advantage plans are probably glued to the screen right now, huh?
Oh yeah, Team Advantage, I got you.
Now let's discuss the Part D drug plan and how that makes my mom's Medigap better than your mom's Medicare Advantage plan.
Hold on, we'll also discuss the auxiliary benefits that have no extra cost, like dental, vision, gym memberships, and why my mom's Medicare Advantage plan is a better choice.
And remember, at the end, we will be discussing the 3 crucial points that can trump the entire cost comparison.
So with a Medigap, like your mom, if you want a drug plan, then you have to pay anywhere from $5 a month to over $100 a month, whereas most Medicare Advantage plans include the Part D plan in their premium, and if there's no premium, well, the Part D is also no premium.
Did you catch his exaggeration? He didn't mention that the drugs might not be covered under the Advantage Plan's drug formulary, which is the list of drugs covered, or that the drugs might be on a much higher tier. Therefore, your copays might be high.
So what's the big deal? Just find another Medicare Advantage plan.
True, but isn't there a chance that some of your doctors or hospitals might not be on that Advantage plan? Therefore, if you are unwilling to accept the new network, you must stick with that Advantage plan's drug plan? Even if you buy a PPO or HMO Advantage plan with no drug plan, you cannot buy a separate standalone Part D plan. If you do, the standalone Part D plan will automatically cancel out your HMO or PPO MA only plan. You see, when you have original Medicare with a Medigap, you get to customize your drug plan to fit your needs and find the plan that gives you the lowest copays for your drugs. With Medicare Advantage plans that have a drug plan attached, you can't customize your drug plan.
Okay, fine. But if your drugs are on the Advantage plan's formulary and you are happy with the network of doctors, then you do save on your premium.
Go on.
Okay. Another point to consider is just because your mom's Medigap plan allows her to change her Part D plan each year, there are networks that do not accept original Medicare or Medigap, like Kaiser. And in some cases, some networks no longer accept new Medicare patients and only take Medicare Advantage plan. Therefore, if your doctor doesn't even take original Medicare, then it doesn't matter if you can customize your Part D.
Okay, true.
Okay, now let's talk about auxiliary benefits. I got you on this one because there's no costs for these extra benefits, and these are benefits that Medicare doesn't even pay. My mom's Medicare Advantage plan and many other plans as well offer such things as dental, vision, hearing aids, over-the-counter item, transportation, free gym membership, groceries, companion care, pet services, 24-hour service, nurse line or doctor line, and so forth. That was a mouthful. I do sound like one of those commercials, but beat that. Wait, you pushed that buzzer way too early. Anyway, what I wanted to mention to you guys, and I want to be clear that these benefits are all bundled together. You cannot customize your dental and vision plan to a plan of your choice, and no one should oversell you these benefits. Are you happy now?
That was good.
Okay, good. Now, as a matter of fact, think of them like a Chinese buffet. Dessert might be included, but if most of us have ever been to a typical Chinese buffet, your dessert is either almond cookies, fortune cookies, jello, or watered down ice cream. Now, we all know that you don't go to a Chinese buffet to experience an amazing dessert menu. The point is, even though these extra benefits are typically at no extra cost, you may like them or you may dislike them. Your dentist will most likely not be on the network. Instead, you may go to a network like Western Dental or something similar. Your frames that you want may or may not be covered. You just have to be content with whatever they give you. Remember, friends, you're buying a health plan. While these auxiliary benefits are nice, the focus should be on the medical portion. No different than going to a Chinese buffet, your focus is on the entrees, not the dessert bar.
You had to use a Chinese buffet as an example, didn't you?
Well, at least you couldn't buzz me again.
Now, I get to have one extra final point. With your Medigap, you can customize your dental and vision. If you add these plans, you are paying around an extra $30 to $60 per month on top of your Medigap. The total premium you can expect to pay after adding dental, vision, and a drug plan is typically around $200 to $250 a month. This will be in addition to your Part B premium.
Now, if you're happy with your Medicare Advantage plan and you're happy with the buffet options, then you can usually find plans around $0 to $75 a month. If you're picky with your dessert, so to speak, you can always add a separate PPO dental or PPO vision plan to your Medicare Advantage plan. Call us and we'll help you customize your plan, whether you buy a Medicare Advantage plan or you buy a Medigap.
This is why we represent over 50 plans and can assist you in all 50 states.
Now, what about the 3 crucial things to consider that ultimately can trump all of this cost comparison? Before we show you that, who do you think still made the better decision? Anne's mom or my mom? Are you my fan?
Or are you my fan? Remember, happy wife, happy life.
Okay, well, remember one viewer said that no wife is the happiest life? Well, not that I agree with him.
I can't believe you just said that.
Well, moving on to the 3 crucial points that can trump the entire cost comparison. Who authorizes or denies your care? Second, the rules of changing. And 3, the network of doctors.
Yes, those 3 things can throw the entire cost comparison out the door. However, we didn't want to make this video too long, so we will be making another video discussing these topics. Please make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications bell so that you'll be notified for the next upcoming series. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next time.